What's up guys, GW2 Gamer here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a pretty odd topic. Other YouTubers I'm pretty sure have talked about it, and it's the Centurion. He's not that bad. I mean, some people say the Centurion's bad. I think Centurion's probably one of the better scientists. I mean, he's got fire damage, which, I mean, fire damage is overpowered in general. It's probably like one of the best things, because see, if you look at fire damage in a whole, it's like some characters rely on their fire damage, and that's saying something. Does that kill him? Are you kidding me? What kind of P-Gatling has 180 health? Come on. But I'm getting off topic. Fire damage in a whole is overpowered. Some characters rely on fire damage, but Centurion is okay. If I look at Centurion, I feel like he's a combo between Drake and wait, no, I think he's more of a combo between Captain Flameface and I think Camo Ranger, because he has the fire rate aspect, but he doesn't have he has a damage aspect of Camo Ranger, and he has the fire rate and fire damage of Captain Flameface. Well, a little bit faster firing, I think. Maybe. But, I mean, he's not a bad character. It just depends on the person. Like, I really like him. But that's because I play characters like this. I like the Foot Soldier. He's one of my favorite classes. Now, when you look at the character in whole, he's not bad. He's just one of the least good. Oh wow, that was fast. I'm probably gonna play a second game. It's not that he's bad. He's a really good character. He's got fire damage, decent fire rate. He's a really high damage output character considering foot soldiers. And considering he is a foot soldier, he has rocket jump or rocket leap, depending on which one you think is better or which one you use. He's got ZPG, unless you decide to use multi-rocket, which is worse. And then there's Stink Cloud, which Stink Cloud can just be used as a diversion to help you get away. So just those abilities alone, like, you could win a game, like in a solo game, like you versus a ton of other people. You could win just with him. I mean, you could do the same with Corn, but I mean, Foot Soldier can do the same. And considering that most characters can't do that, you could technically try that with Chomper, but then again, his abilities all do damage. Goop does damage, Spikeweed does damage, Burrow insta-kills. But, I mean, when you look at it, some characters have abilities that don't do any damage. Like the Rose, it does a decent amount of damage, kind of, like 60, maybe. I mean, he's one of the... I mean, the Rose relies on the weapon. I mean, he's not a bad character, but I mean, he shouldn't have to rely... I mean, some characters have to rely on their abilities, which is sad, but I feel like characters shouldn't have to rely on only one thing they have. They should be able to use all of their items together and do well with everything. Like, some characters... Like, some people play characters only because they have an ability. Like, some people use splash pea shooters just because they have hyper. Boom. Okay, I don't care if he kills me. That was just a really good jump shot. I'm really impressed by myself by how good that jump shot was. But okay, yeah, getting back to fire character, I feel like Centurion isn't bad. It just comes down to playstyle. He's like a close-range sniper, which is weird because there's really no such thing, kind of. Because sniping is the kind of thing you do at a long distance. So doing it up close is just plain stupid. Or at least it seems that way. And if you use this character up close, he can be pretty disgusting. Except for when you almost get insta-killed by Necros. Because then that's pretty disgusting. I feel like some fire characters are only bad because of their limits. But this guy doesn't have any limits. Oh, sorry. But I feel like some people don't realize that because they look at him and they think he's a sniping character. Well, you don't like sniping? Well, too bad. You're not gonna like him. Or at least that's what you think. Fire characters in general are not bad. Fire is probably the most overpowered thing. Because, I mean, there's electricity, but, I mean, with some characters, that doesn't even matter. And then there's toxic, that's basically fire, but does way less damage. And then there's, there's 4 different, oh my god, what the really, dude? If I die, I'm gonna be so annoyed, because he's sniping me across the map. But, okay, what I'm trying to say is, out of all the abilities or elements, fire is the best. Electricity does almost nothing, unless you're using a pea shooter, then it's annoying. And toxic isn't powerful enough. Now, I'm not actually sure what the other element is. Oh yeah, ice. I mean, ice sometimes works. It doesn't really do much. I mean, ice is like the mud ability. It just slows them down. And with some characters like the ice cactus, you can only really freeze them when they're like really high health characters like the Citron. But with fire, it doesn't matter. But then again, I feel like they should add some elemental physics to it. Like, if you have an ice character, how come you can freeze an ice character? They're already technically frozen, kind of. So how can you freeze them? Or like fire. How can you do fire damage to someone who's on fire? How can you hurt someone who's on fire with your own fire if they're not getting hurt by their own fire? It's confusing, which I feel like is the entire purpose of this game, to confuse you. But, I mean, like ice, it depends what character you're using. If you're using a character that's super weak, it's really helpful. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Yes! I did it! Yes! I did it. If you guys don't know what I just did there, if you shoot a ZPG right when a chomper tries eating you, it will hit them, causing them to die. No, no, dang it. But, getting back to fire, and just those characters in general, Centurion, 14 shots, shoots really fast, but, I mean, when people look at Centurion, they don't look at him as a character. They compare him to all the other foot soldiers. When you compare him to all the other foot soldiers, they all have their own playstyles. Like, the regular foot soldier is good halfway up close, kind of. The super commando is really powerful up close. The tank commander is good up close. I don't know why, but people use they use scuba soldier and tank commander different ways, even though they're about the same. I feel like what they should do is make scuba soldier's reload be really slow. So then there's a difference between some of that stuff. Oh, wow, I'm sad that I missed that shot. But I feel like there shouldn't really be too much of a difference between some of the things. No, you're not gonna revive me. Cause I mean I don't know what I just said, but okay. Uh, fire characters in general are a really powerful group of characters, but when people look at some characters, they realize, oh, he's got this, but he doesn't do same amount of damage as this character, or he doesn't do the same as this character. He's not that character. Every character is their own character. Everyone's not gonna be the same. If you expect Captain Flameface and Captain Squawk to be the same, you're gonna be really wrong, because no two characters are the exact same. Sure, they're similar, but they're not always the same. Sometimes they're similar in more ways than one. Sometimes they're almost identical, just they look different, or they shoot a different speed, or they do a different damage. But they're still different. They're unique. If you look at a pencil, and then you look at a colored pencil, and you're like, oh, these two are the exact same. You're not 100% wrong, but at the same time, you're not really right. It just depends what it is you're looking at. If you have two of the exact same flower, and you cut part of one of the flowers, they're still technically part the same, but they're different. No two things are ever the exact same. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all the next time.